Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's going on? This is Dylan with Dylan Talks Tone, and today we're going to do something a little bit different. I want to start uh, doing some hangouts with some musician friends of mine, with industry professionals, with people that build gear, that sort of stuff. Bring some more personalities into this other than just me talking on the camera. And I thought, especially right now, when everything's just a little bit more difficult, for those of you that are watching this maybe way in the future, we're right in the midst of this whole COVID-19 situation, and musicians aren't able to work right now because they can't play shows, right? So everybody's having to come up with something a little bit different, a little more, imaginative to try to keep going. So I thought, I'm going to call my buddy Scott Bartlett of the rock band Saving Abel, touring band. They got a bunch of hits. He'll tell you what they are when we talk. And I just did it super loose. I mean, he's walking around with his cell phone, right? It's shaky, it's whatever, but it's just chill. Just a super chill hangout. No real agenda, except for a couple of things I wanted to find out. Obviously, we wanted to find out who he is and what he does as his real job, being in that rock band Saving Abel. And then also what he's doing right now to kind of keep busy. So hopefully that'll give you some ideas as well. And then just as an opportunity just to hang out with friends, because that's what we're all trying to do right now. So yeah, and so I hope to do this some more. If you have ideas for people that you kind of want to see some behind the scenes stuff, some gear stuff, whatever. I know this is not necessarily like technically Dylan Talks Tone kind of stuff, but I think it's kind of fun, and I'm really excited about sharing this with you. So here you go. Here's my little Zoom hangout with Scott Bartlett of Saving Abel. So first of all, this is a new thing that I'm doing too. So you're the guinea pig
Okay, I could be a guinea pig.
to do the interview style Dylan Talks Tone show. I just want to introduce you to everybody. This is Scott Bartlett. Scott, tell everybody what your real job is.
So I play lead guitar for the national rock group Saving Abel. The same people that brought you the song Addicted, 18 Days, Drowning, Sex is Good, Stupid Girl, Miss America, Bringing Down the Giant. So we've had a string of hits, and I'm a co-founder of the band, so I've been there the whole time. It's been one hell of a ride. We're going on about 15 years now. Had a few lineup changes, but it's kept me busy. And obviously now I'm not busy since we can't gather more than 10 people in a room. So rock concerts are indefinitely suspended.
Right.
And I'm not making any money. I'm just spending. So that's kind of interesting. Thank God I own my home here in Memphis, Tennessee. And I'm just waiting for all this to blow over so I can go play some music for y'all and make some money.
So what I want to do is, first of all, let's talk about when you are playing with the band. What are you playing? What's your gear right now that you're using?
Okay, so I keep it pretty easy. We play in two tunings, basically a drop C and then a drop D or standard, and I float back and forth. My main drop C heavy guitar is a custom Paul Reed Smith jumbo hollow body that has my snake tattoo down the neck. So there's only one in the world of that. I don't even know what pickups are in it, honestly. I'd imagine they're Dragon 1s or 2s. And my other guitar I play on tour is my Gold Top, the one that I recorded Addicted with, which has some custom shop pickups in it. I play through a Bogner Shiva amplifier that's been modded by Bogner themselves. I usually have two Shivas going. I have one going at a time and one in case the other one goes down. That's for my clean and my dirty tone. So I just float freely between the two. The boost function has been modded on that amp, so I can really take off and run for the hills if I want to. I call it the sound man's worst nightmare. I prefer DR strings, but they don't endorse me presently, so I'm using Ernie Balls. Effects-wise, I don't really use a lot. A lot of people ask me where my tone comes from. I'm not enough of an asshole to say it's in my hands, because there's obviously like a little bit of mojo going on with that, but I'd like to think a lot of it does come from my hands because I've been playing guitar for so long. Effects-wise, when I do use stuff, I have a, holy hell, I don't even know my model of a delay pedal. I got it from Jason with my Line 6. I used to love that green one, but they modded it, the Line 6 delay modeler.
Yep.
And something happened. I had the same one for 12 years, and then it went down on me once. And when I got the new one, it just didn't have the same characteristic. So I switched over to, I want to say it's called the Time Machine. I know Joe Bonamassa uses it, but I couldn't even tell you the company, honestly. Kind of wish I were with my pedal board right now or my tech. And I use that for more like, I don't turn it on during lead breaks. I don't use delay on my lead breaks.
Okay.
I use it for more like ambient, kind of like trippy stuff. And I also use my tremolo pedal for that sort of stuff. I kind of grew up on like the Allman Brothers band, and I love Pink Floyd a whole hell of a lot. So I do like to use effects, but when I do it, it's usually a pretty wet guitar tone. And apart from that, I mean, either just riffing my rhythms on the dirty, or I'm just shredding balls on the dirty. I use a Jimi Hendrix Crybaby Wah and a Boss chromatic tuner. That's about it.
So on that real wet, trippy stuff, just for the people that are watching, like direct them to a song or two maybe that you could think of you use that stuff where it's real messy like that.
You know what I would look up, honestly, because the band, as I said, I'm very into the Allman Brothers, and they were always so well known for their improvisational stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And being a Memphis guitar player, I'm big on that too, with like the blues. And, you know, when I take solos, oftentimes I don't play the same thing twice, unless there's like a signature lick, like a David Gilmour type lick that you just kind of got to hit, you know. But the intros to like Sex is Good, 18 Days, and Drowning, you can just find them on YouTube.
Yep.
And I'm using, I forgot to tell you, I use one of those mini tube screamers, and I literally turn the gain all the way up and the volume all the way up and the tone to 12 o'clock noon. I'm on my clean channel and I click the delay, and it's just this super cool tone, man. I have guitar nerds always ask me, what are you using for that? And I'm like, man, it's literally like the $40 version of the tube screamer that I bought used at Guitar Center, and then that delay pedal.
No, that's awesome. And for everybody that's watching, when he says custom jumbo PRS, I've played this guitar. And how tall are you, Scott?
6'1".
So, but when it's huge. This guitar is huge. It's like physically bigger.
It's a beast.
I feel like it's like he makes a telly look small. Let's just say that. And it's but anyway,
I have
actually physically.
Yeah, I'm a larger mammal. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a hard time getting to those high frets. I got to turn the guitar kind of sideways to access them.
That's so funny.
I got the big hands, and honestly, regular guitars look like ukuleles on me. It's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah.
Which is funny because guitar players are small. You know, when I started my clothing line, the second person that we endorsed after me was Zach Myers of Shinedown, and he is just so tiny. Like, so when we sized, and Zach's a good friend of mine. He lives in Memphis too. When we sized the shirts, they were like, so what size are you? And I was serious. I was like, I actually wear a large. I'm a bigger guy, but I wear the clothes kind of tight on stage. I wear a large. And they were like, okay, well, if we size it that way, that makes Zach a quadruple extra small. It's like, in order to do it to scale. So Zach didn't appreciate that too much, but he and I are still cool.
So I guess everybody's also wanting to know, what are you doing since we'll get into the clothing line and stuff in a minute, but music wise, obviously you're not touring. We're not, this is a time sensitive upload. You're not touring right now. Nobody's touring right now. So what are you doing music wise to stay active? Like what are you doing? Because a lot of people are like, I don't even know what to do right now. To continue to stay active, to stay, up on social media. What's your attack plan there?
Well, you can kind of tell that I've been messing around at the house.
Yep.
And I'm trying to find creative ways to make money. I'm actually a session guy. A lot of people don't know this. I actually have my degree in music from Rhodes College.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So I actually use my degree, and I oftentimes work in sessions, but everybody's paranoid of even being in the same room as people. So I can't even get session work, and I don't have a home studio. So once this blows over, I'm going to get a home studio because I'm realizing how badly I need one here at the house. I'm writing a lot, focusing a lot on the clothing line, honestly, because people are still buying my stuff online. So that's about the only way I'm generating any revenue. Saving Abel has a concert next Friday that we're going to do acoustic and do a live stream and take tips. That'll be next Friday at 8 p.m. Central. So I'm like everybody else, man. I'm just trying to stay creative. I try to not start drinking till the sun goes down.
Stretch the supply as much as possible.
Yeah. I mean, it sucks. It's like I agreed to have a bunch of people over the other day. Well, not 10. I agreed to have 8 people over the other day. And I went to go buy groceries, and I ended up spending $280 on frickin' salmon and crab meat and decided to pamper everybody. And we ran right through it. And I'm like, God, I was so stupid. I keep going to the grocery store and like spending $100 a day because my grocery store nearest my house is the fresh market. So everything's like insanely expensive. And hold on, let me show your fans my chicken. I'm cooking a whole chicken today. I stopped the prep process to do this, actually. This is good TV right here. Chicken. And
you said you're gonna make tortilla soup with it?
Yeah, because I read that the coronavirus, this actually came from China, and all the research they've done on it, since they got it first, they probably have the most up to speed intel. One of the main things they said is this disease does not like the heat, so it can't really live in the sun, and also it's respiratory, and it can it gets in your lungs. One of the best ways to kill it is through extreme heat. So they said drinking soup, drinking coffee. So I thought, I'm going to make a homemade soup. I'm going to make tortilla soup, and I'm going to start from scratch, and I'm going to buy a damn chicken and make my chicken broth like that. So that's what I'm doing.
That is awesome.
Take me all night. Yeah, man.
Awesome. Where can everybody go find everything? So Saving Abel.
For Abel?
Yeah. What's the website there?
So for Abel, we always direct people to our Facebook. I think pretty much everybody knows this by now, but about 6 years ago, we had that lineup change where we got a new singer.
Oh, yeah.
It was a scary time for us because we didn't know if the public was gonna like it, and but we weathered the storm, and Facebook was a big part of it because we hit the road with the new lineup, and we did 306 shows that year, which is kind of insane. We agreed that we were just going to chronicle everything. So we Facebooked everything and just all of our antics. And we grew the platform from 500,000 to 750,000 followers. So our Facebook is very active. And we never really got up on like the Instagram thing. I mean, we have a page, but we don't really use it because Facebook has been our best way to target audiences. So if you go to Saving Abel's Facebook page, that's us. The band literally replies to everybody. That's where you can find links for live streaming, for all the little antics that we're going to be doing while we're off. We'll have a new online merch store that you can check out. You can go to my page, which is just Scott Bartlett or SB Creations, for all of my sort of shirt ideas. And I got a little thing right here I'm selling. So, I mean, forgive the mess. It's one of my main shirts for ladies.
Yep.
And I now have a men's shirt that's a work shirt with a collar down on the back. So I pitch all my stuff. If you just go to my Facebook page, you can see all my designs. And because we're off, I'm not doing the online store. I'm just taking orders directly through Facebook on my Messenger app, and I'm just doing PayPal. So yeah, you can follow me, and my music is up there as well, SB Creations. I have a song out for a charity I've started for kids with heart problems. The song is called This Old Heart of Mine. You can find that on iTunes. Yeah, man, I'm pretty much an open book. Send me a message on Facebook. I'll probably get back to you. I'm not like weird. Well, I'm weird because I'm a musician for a living, but I'm not like weird like that. I will reply to
you. No, that's very cool. Well, I appreciate you taking the time. And
okay. Oh, I didn't tell you my my acoustic setup. I do really love this hummingbird. That's the Sex is Good acoustic, but it's got a really bad low end feedback when I plug it in. So Bev over at PRS gave me one of these Angeleses.
Oh,
that thing's a screamer. And I go out and do acoustic stuff with my buddy CJ Johnson, who's a finalist on American Idol. And we're not like your average acoustic duet. We both sing, so our harmonies are pretty on point. But I shred. I mean, I take these long solos, and with that guitar, I can really cut up on an acoustic.
That's cool. Easy to play.
So, follow me on Facebook, and you'll be able to see some of that stuff.
All right, that's cool. And
Yeah.
yeah, awesome. Well, I really appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, dude. Thank you all for watching, and I'll stay on after we log off.
Thanks, Scott, first of all, for taking the time to do that. I know he's dealing with his clothing company, and he's literally had to revamp how he's even doing that just to make a living. You know, we're all kind of doing imaginative stuff. So make sure you check out his the Saving Abel Unplugged thing. You should have seen links throughout this video. We'll put them in the description below, how to contact those guys. And like I said, I want to do some more of this kind of stuff. I've got some more stuff on the calendar. I don't know if it's going to happen yet, so I can't speak to it, but I'm hoping some other pickup builders, some other pedal builders, some other guitar players, that sort of stuff, and I think it'll be kind of fun. Thanks for hanging out. My name is Dylan. This is Dylan Talks Tone. Make sure you check us out on Thursday for our live show that is basically a Q&A about guitar tone and guitar tech. We moved the time to 5 p.m. Eastern time so that more people could watch. We did a survey on that, and hopefully that helps out. I'll probably be in Georgia next week. Right now I'm in Florida. We're just trying to find a place to be while this thing goes down, and so that's where we are now. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you soon.